Hello, and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. Quick disclaimer in preparation for the upcoming COPA stuff in January, I am a general audience channel, and my intended audience is ages 14 plus. YouTube as a platform itself is 13 plus. If you are viewing this video on the main YouTube platform and you are underage, please click away. Please do not leave a comment. My content is not intended for you. This spot in my November upload schedule was supposed to be the third installment in my series trying to make art using every supply I own in just one color, a la drawing with waffles, but I haven't finished it. Not because I didn't start ages ago, because I did. I'm like 3/4 through and I've completely lost interest in it. I was doing every green art supply I own, and there are so many I split it into 2 drawings that go together. I did all the wet supplies on the first piece, all the paints and water-based markers and such. I left the alcohol markers, colored pencils, and chalk pastels for the second piece. My plan is to use the colored pencils and chalk pastels to build up detail on top of a marker base. Well, the markers have been done, the pencils are all separated out from my collection sitting in box lids, and the piece is patiently waiting on a clipboard for me to come back and finish it. But I'm doing 25 videos in December. Yes, I'm crazy. I've got a few big projects to finish before Christmas that won't be in those videos. Yes, you'll see them later. And I just can't bring myself to fight my boredom and finish that green piece. Excuse the sound effects, my cats are being elephants. It's taking too much time. I'll return to it in the new year, I expect. For now, you get to listen to me ramble and watch this time-lapse I hadn't used yet from September. If you're familiar with the YouTube art channel Lachri Fine Art, run by Lisa Clow, you might know that she has cultivated quite the community of artists around her. She runs live streams almost every Wednesday, though we've missed her for a couple of weeks now because she's moving into her new house. She has a thriving community on her Patreon, and she also has free-to-access communities on both Facebook and MeWe. She likes to issue themed challenges to us in all of those places every month. And then once in a while she does a big gallery video where she shows off everyone's work on her YouTube channel. The theme challenge for September was insects, so I hopped on Pixabay looking for photos of insects that caught my eye. I was so close to doing a honeybee of some sort, and then I came across a photo of an ordinary housefly on a leaf that really caught my eye. So I decided to draw that. I used Faber-Castell Polychromos pencils for the most part, though I may have pulled out my white Caran Luminance pencil as well. This was done on B Paper Company Cold Press 100% rag cotton watercolor paper. I'm using one of their 6x9 inch pre-cut sheets from the pack sold on Amazon, but I'm using the smoother side. I didn't trim down the paper at all, so 6x9 minus the small border I masked off is still the size. And overall, this piece took about 6 hours. I did blend out the leaf background before transitioning to the fly using Gamsol Odorless Mineral Spirits, which is an artist-grade archival paint thinner that is, as the name implies, very low odor. I can use this in my tiny little art room and not get a headache. It's great. If you've never tried blending pencil with OMS before, there are a couple of things you should keep in mind. First of all, just because it's odorless doesn't mean it's good to be breathing these fumes. Pour just a little bit into your working container, preferably something that seals, and put the bigger bottle away. Don't just let the whole container of OMS sit out there beside you. If at all possible, create some air circulation in your workspace. Open a window, put a fan at the open door, something to get air moving and dispersing the fumes. Next, don't oversaturate your brush. You don't need very much OMS on your paintbrush at all to get this technique to work. Have paper towel or a rag on hand to dab your brush often. Clean your brush between sections if you're going to be blending significantly different colors and don't want any transfer. In order for OMS blending to work, there needs to be a lot of pigment on the paper already. Blending a single layer of pencil won't do much. Take note of how many layers and different colors I put down before I blended. Don't work any areas too much with the brush and OMS, or you'll start to lift too much pigment off the page. For the same reason, try to avoid blending new layers on top of areas you've already blended too often, and let areas you've blended dry completely before trying to work them again. If you want to learn more about using OMS to blend, I highly recommend watching some of Lisa's videos over at Lachri Fine Art. She's the reason I started with colored pencils when I came back to art a couple of years ago, and she's the reason I know about OMS techniques. If you look through her video archive, she's done a lot of colored pencil pieces, but I think one of the best places to start is her tutorial on bokeh backgrounds where she's doing a snowy scene with an owl. Look for that one to start. She's also a great source of information about the different types of color pencils out there, why it's good to have both an oil and a wax-based option on hand, and why Prismacolors aren't as great as they used to be. She does do reviews for and receive products from Derwent and Faber-Castell, but she does give her own honest opinion on everything. There have been products from those companies she didn't like, and she said so. By the way, if you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe and turn on notifications. Most months I upload every Tuesday and Thursday at minimum. Starting on Sunday, I will be uploading every day in December up to and including Christmas, and then I'm taking a holiday until January 9th. Unless I manage to get some bonus content recorded that I can just, schedule. I've got a lot of Christmassy things chosen to talk about in December, and I'm starting to get the first bits of artwork done and write the scripts to go along with them now. Wish me luck. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit like and leave a comment down below. What do you think of this piece? When I shared it on Lisa's Facebook and MeWe groups, I got a lot of positive feedback, but I'm curious to know what everyone outside of that community thinks. It was definitely a lot of fun, and I'm frankly rather impressed with myself over how realistically I managed to render this little dude. I'm not sure I ever would have decided to tackle a realistic pencil portrait of a fly if I hadn't been issued this challenge, but I'm glad I did. Also comment down below if you have any special requests for my December schedule. It's all tentatively planned, but I'm not completely committed to all of it. If I see some suggestions in the comments that I really like, I may swap them out on my schedule. I also want to tell you guys a little bit more about MeWe, since I've mentioned it a couple times now in this video. It's a social media platform similar to old school Facebook. You have your profile and your wall, you have groups and pages, and you have a messenger. There are no ads. They do not sell your data. They make their money by selling premium features that are in no way necessary to use the platform. It's much safer and much less annoying to be on. The content you want to see from people and pages you follow is never filtered. Those of us in Lisa Close community are trying to spread the word and get people to move over and make the platform more popular. Facebook has so many problems these days, both for regular users and for businesses, but nothing is going to replace it unless a whole lot of people move over to something else. MeWe could be that something else. I'm not being sponsored, I just really think this is a great platform and I want to see more people join it. The website is mewe.com, M-E-W-E, MeWe. Feel free to look me up and request me as a friend, as long as you're not going to be a creeper. My name is Jenna Rideout, and my profile picture is the same as my channel logo. My public posts are all about my YouTube videos, so it's pretty hard to miss the fact that it's me once you find it. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll join me in December for all of that craziness of daily uploads. See you on Sunday. Bye, guys.